Manchester. Here's Peter White.
Good morning, Peter.
All right, away we go on a Monday morning, everyone. Good morning, Manchester. Yes, it's the morning show coming at you live from downtown Manchester at WMNH 95.3 FM. All right, it's really the first Monday of summer. Officially, summer is on, I believe, Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But today really is the first official day of summer. The kids are out of school. We're getting going. So here we go. Darryl Dion is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Darryl?
Pretty darn good.
Yeah, you look good. You
feel
look
good.
sharp this morning.
I'm feeling sharp.
All right.
Kinda.
I like it. You know who's here this morning?
Yes, we do.
Eazy G is here. Good morning, Ease.
Yeah, I'm here for my 35 minutes of fame.
35 minutes of fame. There you go.
I got a new category today, Movie of the Day.
Movie of the day. All right.
We'll get into that later.
All right. We're excited. Everyone's going to stay tuned in just for that. All right. We have 62 degrees in downtown Manchester right now. What's shaping out to be a great day today. Going to top off about 79, 80 degrees maybe, Darryl.
Yes, sir.
So very
Could be a
exciting.
beauty.
Yes. It was an exciting weekend, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Nonstop.
Right. Manchester was busy down here Saturday. I'll tell you what, they lit it up at the Pride event over on Hanover Street. Great turnout. Great turnout.
Excellent.
So, all right, we're ready to go. And Ease, how you doing today?
Not too bad.
Yeah, how's everything going? How was your weekend?
I was busy.
Very busy. You worked all weekend?
No, I worked a couple hours on Sunday and had a relaxing day on Saturday.
A relaxing day. Now, I saw someone sent a picture. Your friend Dave sent us a picture
Yep.
that
My umbrella.
you got stranded at Creamland.
I didn't get stranded there. You gave me a ride.
Oh, he did.
Anybody gives me a ride is my new best friend.
That's right. All
Said, I'll
right.
give you a ride. I said, yeah, I'll jump
Really?
in.
So
Yep.
Dave is your new best friend.
Yeah, anybody who gives me a ride home becomes my new best friend.
Okay. Wow,
You know
Darryl.
what? I think that could be making me his kind of like maybe
I-
best friend.
I think you're his best friend, Darryl.
I get him to work,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
don't bring him home. So maybe that's why I don't qualify.
Oh, okay. And don't forget that big one that Gonzo did. Brought him up to the hospital.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Really big.
Now, that must be a real best friend.
I texted him yesterday and I told him, Happy Dad's Day. And he actually texted me back this time. He said, thanks, Eric.
Really? Because I didn't text him that. You didn't text me Happy Father's Day.
Oh, well,
Why would
happy
you-
belated Father's
Well,
Day.
why would you text Gonzo?
Because he gave me his cell phone back,
Well,
back when he number when he
Right.
brought me to the clinic. He said, in case you need a ride home, but I said, I think I'll be all set. The king of all farts will pick me up, and he did.
Right. Well, I don't know. I was expecting a message from you yesterday. Did you send Darryl a message?
I didn't. Happy belated Father's Day.
Well, no, it doesn't count now. Father's Day is over.
It's over.
It is over.
All right, well, I meant well.
No, we saw Mike Martineau. We were looking for you down at Pride Day.
Oh, I did go there. I did go for like 10 minutes around 2 o'clock, actually before 2 o'clock. It was really hot, though, and I was uncomfortable because I had to wear those stockings for almost. Well, yeah, shout out to Melissa, in case she's listening. I'll be seeing her in a little while.
All right,
Physical
Melissa.
therapy lady. She says she'd be listening this morning.
Oh, okay.
New listener.
All right. Good morning, Melissa.
And
That's the woman that gives you therapy?
yes.
Now, what does she? What
excellent.
does she do? Does she have to touch you?
Unfortunately,
Really? Really?
Does she wear
Poor,
mittens?
a poor woman.
I know. But anyways, she was. Oh yeah, I went down to the Pride Festival. But she suggested that I wear those stockings for about 30 hours. So at that point, I was really uncomfortable, and it was really hot out.
Now, what made you uncomfortable?
It was just hot out, and the stockings, they're they're compressive.
Right, right.
So I just decided to go home after about 10 minutes, and then decided to take them off, take a shower, and felt a lot better. And then later on, I went to see Amanda McCarthy Band over at Murphy's Tap Room for a couple hours.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
They had a great crowd.
The man gets around, I got to tell you.
downtown was alive and well. Mike Martineau was supposed to go to that concert.
Well, if he did, I didn't see him.
Really? Well, he probably was avoiding it.
50 people, about 50 people were there, and they were really getting into it. She did a
Oh,
great
yeah.
job.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Is this an outdoor
Yeah, it was
concert?
an outdoor. I've never
Cool.
seen the band outdoors before. They had a real good sound cooking.
Well, she's kind of promoting her new record. We had her in here last Tuesday, Road Trip. So we have a copy right here.
Yep.
In-studio copy, a signed copy from Amanda McCarthy.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you, Amanda. All right, so it is June, what is it, the 17th? Wow.
I believe so.
Can you believe it? We
Yes,
are like just starting out the summer. Now, these are the longest days of daylight.
Right.
Because I noticed this morning, I got up very early this morning, and it was light out at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, at least. Yeah, I was up early. As well.
Right, and those damn birds just start chirping.
chirp.
And once one goes, they all start going.
Yeah, it's like follow the leader.
You're not a big bird person like Dawn, T.
Well, not at 4:30 in the morning.
Well,
No.
they get up early. They
It's
get
disturbing,
up early.
man.
Right.
That's their style. They like getting up early.
That's their style. That's the bird's style.
Yep.
Okay.
Early bird gets the worm. You've heard that?
I have heard that. I was up early, so I must have I don't know. I didn't get the worm, though.
Yeah.
Wonder who got the worm this morning.
I went in my my tequila bottle. I got that worm.
Really? Now, have you
Oh,
drank
boy.
have you ever drank eaten a worm from a tequila bottle?
No, I've actually considered it, but never did it.
Right. And you don't really see it unless it's an authentic, like tequila.
Mezcal. It's mezcal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you have to get mezcal?
Yes.
I've never heard. Can you get that anywhere?
I hope so.
Really? I know, but I've never. Usually people go with the traditional.
Right, right. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the drink that has the in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, real quick, I went to the Pride Flag Festival and raising, and it was a great crowd. I saw Chris Pappas, and I shook his hand. I said, "Great speech, and thanks for all your hard work." And I introduced myself. And
Did he know
nice
who
guy.
you were?
No, nice guy though.
Yeah, I saw Chris at I saw Chris on Saturday.
I never met him before.
Oh, really? Yeah, I saw him on Saturday. Talked to him for a few minutes. Yeah.
Where was he?
At the block party.
Oh, great. Yeah, I went through there when I was headed to the Amanda McCarthy event, and they had a DJ, and that place was rocking.
Yeah, they did a
Loud
great
music
job.
and everything. I mean, really loud.
So it
They
was
did a great
big
job.
crowd,
Rob
big crowd?
Curry, and
Rob's great.
yeah, and who's partner there?
Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle. They did an awesome job.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
They really, really did. And it brought a lot of people downtown. It was very colorful. Saw a lot of people there.
Yeah, fun
That's
event.
for sure.
I bet there'll be a third annual next year.
Saw Miss Tony Weaver. Saw Jasmine Mann play. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, Mike Martineau was there. The Hamers were there.
Good.
And, yeah, it was great.
Seems like a who's of Manchester was there.
What's that?
It seems like it was a who's of Manchester was there.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Right?
Yeah. It really was. It was a lot of fun. It was just fun to just people watch down there.
Right, right.
Very good.
You could beat the weather. It was nice and warm.
No kidding. No kidding. So, okay, here we go. It is, you're going to like these today.
All right.
Yeah. It is Global Garbage Man Day.
Oh,
Were you ever-
Global garbage?
Now, see, when I was a kid, I was fascinated with garbage men and the garbage truck itself.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
You can ask my mom. I would, if it was garbage day, I would watch those guys. And I just thought it was cool that they got to ride on the back of the truck like that.
Exactly.
And then when they pulled that lever and the garbage went into the compactor, whatever, whatever
Exactly.
goes on under those things. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I would say
those are the days
at
you
an
can-
early age, I probably said, I want to be a garbage man.
Oh, really early days.
I can
Right.
honestly say I've never been fascinated by the garbage man.
Really?
No.
Why not?
Everybody's fascinated by something.
And-
That we
and-
But I
know.
was a little boy, though.
Yeah. Well,
And back in the day, you could get anything taken if you left a proper treat.
Oh, really? What kind of treat would you leave for the garbage
generally
man?
a 6-pack, maybe. Or,
No way.
Or a fifth.
Would-
If you needed some extracurricular stuff getting removed,
oh boy.
they
Would
would
they-
take care of it.
Would they drink? Would they drink on the job?
No,
Oh, okay. You can't do that.
it was the takeaway for later
Right.
on, for after work, to be
oh
sure.
boy. That's funny, Darryl.
That was common, though. Very, very common throughout the
All right.
city.
Oh, yeah. So, well, big shout out to all the, and what do you call them? You don't call them garbage men, do you? Hey, what do you do? I'm a garbage man.
No, I think there's a better.
Well, it's the Department of Public Works now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, DPW.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys. They're hard workers.
They are hard workers.
I tell them once in a while if I have a chance. I said thanks for collecting the trash. And they said no problem.
It's quite an odoriferous job as well.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But thankfully they do it.
Absolutely.
We'd be in big trouble without them.
Right. Dante Tibbetts in the Facebook Live from Good Morning. Michael Alber asking if this is a repeat. Yes. Yes, it is, Michael. It is.
It's a live repeat.
And Debbie Lorendo, good morning to you. And Bill Burke.
Michael Aubrey's
And Dave Rivard is also in there. Good morning, Dave.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Now, is Dave going to give you a ride today?
Probably not. No, 'cause I got to... if he's available, he said he'd give me a ride again.
Right, because it is Ride to Work Day.
Oh, cut it
Oh,
off.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, right now the MTA will bring me downtown, and then I'll walk up the hill.
Oh, the MTA.
Yeah.
They're going to bring you where now?
Well, they bring me over to the St. Mary's Bank, and I walk up the hill. It takes about 10 minutes.
Okay, St. Mary's Bank. Which,
The one on Elm Street.
way down on South Elm?
No. The one on Elm Street by the Dunkin' Donuts, where my friend Sarah works.
Oh, there's a...
Right by Valley.
There's a bus stop over there.
No, I'm talking over there.
Yeah,
That's South Elm.
St. Mary's Bank. That's my bank
Yeah,
over there.
next to Dunkin' Donuts, over there.
The MTA will drop me
Why
off.
are you pointing over this way? That's
Oh,
north.
sorry. The MTA will drop me off over there at the bus, and then I'll walk up the hill.
You're going to walk up Valley Street.
No, then I'll go start my day.
Oh, over at Creamland.
Yeah. Speaking about trash, I'll be collecting the Creamland trash and throwing it into the little dumpster.
You mean, oh, no way. All that weekend trash is just waiting for you right now?
Well, I'll get rid of
With
Saturday's
bated
trash.
breath.
Saturday's trash is gone. I already did that yesterday.
So you have all of Sunday's Creamland Sunday trash to take care of.
Yeah, that's what I do there. I'm the trash man.
You're the trash man. So, well, hey, happy Garbage Man Day.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I don't mind doing it. I did it at Stop and Shop, and I told her when I first started working there, I could clean up the place, and she said, "Well, go for it then."
Now, do they have an Employee of the Month over there at Creamland?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Really?
But we have a lot younger folks working there for the summer now because school is out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nicole's daughter works there too. So.
Yeah, summer is upon us
That's it,
here in
yeah.
the city of Manchester.
Yeah. Last day for the teachers. Just cleaning out their desks.
Right. Oh, yeah. See,
Here we go.
are they cleaning their desks out, really?
Oh, yeah.
What could possibly be in their desk? Why, like I said, all for the past couple of weeks, I've been saying, teachers, just take a little home every day.
They got to be there anyway.
Right,
so,
but then they go out to lunch later, and it can be a fun day.
I guess it's a full day, too. They can't
No
get
way.
like amps gray like at noon.
No kidding. They can't.
2:30.
They have to put in a full day.
Yes.
Probably part of that contract.
Probably. Yeah, I got
Really?
the word yesterday.
Oh, you're staying here till 2:30 today,
Absolutely.
and that's it.
Oh boy.
Meet you at the dairy field later.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a nice
most
day.
definitely.
oh boy.
On the deck. Do you ever go on the deck as a Deerfield?
Oh yeah, the old deck and the new deck.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been on the new deck.
I don't think I've ever been there in my whole life.
The dairy field?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm not a big golfer.
Yeah, I know, but there's a restaurant up there too,
I don't think I've ever been there.
and a beautiful deck.
It's like a buddy of mine's never been to Creamland 60 years. Well, I've never been to Dairyfield.
Who hasn't been to Creamland in 60 years?
A friend of mine.
Really? Who else did you see this week at Creamland? Anybody?
I saw a friend of mine, Shay. They used to work with at Stop and Shop.
Oh boy.
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. Why do you ask?
I see a lot of people there.
All right, very good. National Apple Strudel Day. I mean, I like apple strudel. I can eat it, but it's not something I go out and look for.
I like apple strudel. I don't think I've ever attempted to make it.
What is a strudel anyway? It has just what makes it a
It's a
strudel?
way to prepare it, I believe, with the dough and the apples.
Some sort of special
Yeah.
dough thing. Strudel.
It's very good though.
It is. I could go over some strudel. Just the word, I like it.
I could dig some strudel.
Strudel. You like strudelies?
Excuse me, I could probably try some.
All right.
Not the best for my stomach.
I thought you were going to cry for a second.
No.
Okay.
But our food over there was sitting there all weekend. That was
You're
good,
not
though.
crying today at all.
Jane Tibbetts, shout out to her. But good food over there on the plate.
Oh, really? Where? Oh, on the.
I don't know if I should have ate it though, because it was sitting there all weekend.
Yeah, did you finish them off?
No, I didn't want to be rude, so I left one for somebody.
Oh, you can be rude.
No, you can be rude.
I don't know if I shouldn't have ate it because it was sitting there all weekend.
It was covered up.
That's
I'm
all
sure
right. It
that-
was covered up.
The only way it would be effective.
I'll leave one
at-
for my friend Matt in the afternoon.
Right. I'm sure he's going to. Well, yeah, he probably will eat that.
He finished all the cookies he told me the other day that people left behind.
What? Oh, no, that was you that left him behind.
Right, he said he ate them all up.
Yeah, you know what? He's been sick all week.
Oh,
all weekend.
no.
Yeah.
Well, that's his fault because he ate
Rushed
like
to the emergency
there was
room.
like 20
Yeah.
of them there, so he ate too many of them. That's his fault. Sorry about it.
No, they went right through him. He was in the
In the ER.
right. He was in the ER.
Is that why you didn't eat him?
He got dehydrated. He got dehydrated.
Is that why you didn't eat him,
He
Peter?
said it was coming out both ends.
All right, Peter.
Yabba dabba doo.
Right.
All right. So can we move on to the movie now?
Oh, yeah. So no, the
Please.
movie of the day. Well, I still have a couple more days here.
All right, let's get through
Want me to
those
just
then.
get through these?
Please.
National Eat Your Vegetables Days. Day.
Vegetables are good.
I'm ready to rock. I defrosted some vegetables, and I'm ready to consume them today.
Really?
Yes.
You're going to make a few different meals for the week?
Oh, yeah.
All right. It is Stewart's Root Beer Day. What now? Stewart's Root
Stewart's.
Beer. What is that?
I'm not sure. I love root beer. Love
Yeah.
root beer floats.
Oh, you do. See, I don't know. Root beer floats just don't do it for me.
We saw a lot of floats at Creamland.
What is Stewart's, though? It's obviously a specific brand of root beer. Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither. All right. Very good. All right, Ease, what do you got? You got the movie
Yeah,
of
I'm
the.
going to watch it again tonight. It was such a good movie.
Wait, okay, hold on a second.
Easy.
Hold on a second. Now, this is what now? What are we going to
Usually
call
I never
this?
watched the movie over from watching it the first time, but
A movie of the day?
Pierce Branson's in it. A whole mess of stars.
Who?
Cher. It's called Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
I want to give it that first name you mentioned. Give that another shot.
Pierce Branson.
No. Give it another shot.
I think he played 007.
Well, we know that, but get the name. Go for the name.
I got to put my glasses on.
That would be proper.
Cher's in it. I
Really?
kept waiting all.
She's in that movie, Mamma Mia?
Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, I kept waiting for her. I said, "When's she gonna be in the movie?"
Cher's in the movie Mamma Mia?
She was in it at the end.
Isn't that the story of ABBA?
Yep, Pierce Bronson.
No.
Oh, he's getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Pierce Bronson.
No, almost.
Oh, you tell me,
You're
Darryl.
close.
No,
Closing it
you
up.
have to finish it up.
You got to
This
figure
is
it
your
out.
report,
You're
man.
staring at it.
Yeah, this is your report.
Brosnen.
Come on.
Say it.
I can't.
Come on.
What is it? Andy Garcia's in this movie?
Oh,
Is it
no.
Colin
We're not
Phil?
getting you off the Pierce
No.
Brosnan. Pierce
Pierce
Brosnan.
Brosnan. Did he play
Brosnan.
007?
Almost there.
Brosnan.
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 No.
Did he play a 007 one time?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was also Remington Steele.
Yes,
and
he was.
Julie Walters. Meryl Streep, one of my favorite actors.
Well, what? This is an
all.
all-star movie then. This is every.
Yeah.
This is everybody in Hollywood in it.
Colin Firth, Andy Garcia.
Whoa,
Louis
easy.
Drick.
Easy.
Whoa,
Let's
this-
go back to the Colin one.
Colin Firth.
It's not filth.
Okay.
Firth.
Very good.
Andy
Imagine being
Garcia.
called Colin Filth.
Did he get it right?
Lily James. Amanda Seyfried. Julia
Seinfeld.
Waters.
Wait a
It's a
second.
great.
This
It's a
is
great cast.
Yeah, but you got to
now.
take
What
it
is the
easy
story?
if these
Tell
names
us the
you.
story of the movie. What happens in the movie?
Well, this is the second edition of it. And then when she,
There's two movies out.
well, the Mamma Mia is when the she doesn't know who the dads are. And
Wait
it-
a second.
And this is when Donna gets pregnant, and
What?
she knows who
Is
the
this R-rated movie?
No,
Yes.
it's not. Donna gets pregnant, and she knows who the
Jeez,
daddy is.
you can get this at the library.
She
Wow.
knows who the daddy is this time.
Oh my God!
So this sounds like an
And I
illicit
did it. I did
affair.
the sing-along edition, so I sang along all the songs, Mamma Mia, and all the songs. They had the music at the bottom, so I was singing in my room.
Yikes!
It's just a great movie. So I'm gonna watch it again tonight. I usually never watch the movie.
You're gonna
twice.
watch it again tonight.
Yeah, why not?
Oh my God! That sounds like a horrible day.
And you can get
That
it.
sounds like a horrible
you,
night.
You get the movie for 7 days, so I'm gonna watch it every night this week.
Oh.
I thought it was the story of ABBA.
It is ABBA. There's ABBA songs in there. The
Well, I understand that, but isn't it the
Dancing
story of
Queen,
ABBA?
The Dancing Queen. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite songs. Yeah, there you go.
Great tune.
This is in Mamma Mia.
Yeah, obviously.
It is.
One of the biggest shows ever at the Palace Theater. It was on for 6 weeks a couple of years ago. It's going to be on next year too. But
Jeez.
unfortunately, I won't be there to do it because I'm throwing in the towel at the Palace Theater.
Friday night and the lights are low.
I won't be volunteering anymore at the theater doing my lousy feet. So
Oh boy, I really feel bad for you, man. You're gonna sit home tonight and watch Mamma Mia
Here
for a
we go
second
again.
time?
I'm gonna watch it all week.
No way.
Yeah, it's a lot better than that Grease 2 edition.
That would drive. Wow. Can you get Grease 2 at the library?
You probably can because there are over 1,000 videos.
Thousands.
Not all at once, but I asked one time. This lady Michelle used to work there, one of the librarians, and she said there was like 1,400 videos in circulation.
1,400
At the
videos.
library, yep. Between that one and the West Side Library.
Wow.
And they're not always there, obviously, because there's only a small section. But But you can get this movie once I bring it back on Saturday. You can get it, and it's all you need is a library card. So
Really? The old library. Do you have a library card, Darryl?
Yes, I do.
Abby and I got, so I don't know if I have mine anymore. It probably needs to be renewed.
It's a form of identification as well.
It's good for every 2 years. Yeah,
it is.
2 years.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Because
you.
it's legit.
Oh, right. They don't take your picture, though, do they?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my picture on the library card. No.
Why? Why
I'd be
wouldn't
like I'd be the 10 most wanted.
Do you remember the old library cards? They were just a piece of cardboard with a little metal thing in it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
See, I remember when the children's room was where, I think it's the media room now or whatever.
I think so, yeah.
But I mean, it was upstairs.
Mm.
Then they put the children's room way down by the bathrooms. Your parents told you not to go in. Thanks a lot.
Don't go in there.
But they just redid the children's room in the library, though.
Yeah.
And it has kind of a Manchester,
Feel?
yeah, it has a Manchester kind of motif going, I guess. Right? Like that you can see there's some pictures of the buildings and
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they've incorporated Manchester right into the children's room.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a couple of years.
Well, you probably shouldn't be hanging around the children's room anyway.
Probably
Darryl.
not. Probably
Or those
not.
damn bathrooms.
No.
Oh, speaking of bathrooms, I had to use those bathrooms next to the Veterans Park, the ones the homeless you can use, and those things are so disgusting. Those outhouses.
What did you have to use?
The outhouse by the Veterans Park. I had to go to the bathroom. Those things are so disgusting.
Porta potty?
Oh, you used
I
that?
had to. I couldn't.
What
hold
happened?
It was
Why would you go in there?
Because I had to. It was no choice. It was so disgusting.
Boy,
Oh
those
my
things-
God! What'd you do? You actually had to sit down?
No, no
Oh.
one thing. But
You did just sit?
I couldn't wait to get out of there. Then
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the door's busted on there.
You had to do
Somebody
number.
tried to go in with me, and I said, "Hey, wait a minute.
Wait
I'm
a
not
second.
done yet."
Whoa, whoa.
Slow down here. Slow down.
Somebody tried to make illegal entry with you?
Well, they didn't know because the door was busted.
Or you couldn't lock it?
The
Oh, my
homeless use that
God.
bathroom,
And-
unfortunately.
And what were you doing? Number two?
Number one,
Oh.
I wanted to get out of there. Cause it's funny though. I was waiting for the bus there, and guess what happened? Like after I left, the people came by. The septic company came by and cleaned it out.
Yeah, just a couple seconds too late.
Oh, it was awful. Those things are
Those
so
can be pretty
disgusting.
nasty.
Oh, that was
I
horrible.
worked with those for about 4 years. It can be
Oh,
extremely
man.
nasty.
You've worked with the porta potties?
Well, I work construction, and you got to have porta potties on construction sites,
Right.
and they can be very, very nasty.
Yeah. Well, how about the
especially when
guy
it's
that?
hot?
How about the guy that has to go clean them up?
He's got a mask.
Someone's gonna clean. Still though. Come
Thank
on.
God, thank God
Oh.
somebody does it.
Yeah.
It's not a
that's
pleasant
right.
job.
No. That's probably entry level for that field,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Penards. Those are the guys.
Nasty job.
Oh boy, enough of that.
Yeah. Enough.
It is Monday though.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good morning to Chrissy Cantor. She says happy Monday.
Oh, hi,
Happy
Chrissy.
Monday.
So I was up at Chill Spa
Oh, yeah.
on Friday.
What
Yes.
they do to you this time?
I think we need to hear about it.
Oh my God! I don't know if you can notice.
Oh, spray tan.
No spray tan.
No,
No
no.
spray tan this time. I went the distance. I did something I probably
Oh.
would have never thought I would do in my life. But
Oh, no.
it was very interesting.
Please tell.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh my God.
I'll wait till you leave.
Oh.
I don't want No, I'm just kidding. But I went and I had and you've heard of it before, but I had. I'm having a hard time even saying it.
Oh my
admitting
God.
Go ahead.
it. You know what it is, Darryl.
I'm not saying it.
Right.
You can say it.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I'm ready to announce it.
Come on.
What do you think it is, Ease?
Something you're embarrassed about?
No,
Well,
I'm
that's-
not embarrassed about it. I wouldn't have done it if I was embarrassed.
All right. Well, Chrissy's waiting. I can see her on the Facebook. So.
Yeah, she's waiting.
Give it up.
Yeah, it's free advertising for the company. So
All right, guess. What is it?
I have no idea. They did somebody's services there.
You're never gonna believe it.
All right.
It's something you wouldn't even picture me doing.
I got to admit, I would never would have.
No, but I thought it was neat. I had the chance to do it, and
All right.
I learned a lot about it.
Guinea pig again?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I had Botox injections.
Wow. I would never guess that one. Wow.
Right.
Who the hell would have guessed it? I mean, really.
Right.
That's over the top.
Botox.
So there was no pain involved.
No pain at all.
Where were you injected, if I dare ask?
Well,
Let me guess. The buttocks?
No, it wasn't the buttocks.
I don't
You
know.
creep.
I don't know. Where
That's
they
a
put
little
that stuff.
strange. Hey, I got a little problem back here. Can you give me the Botox hit?
Oh
Right.
boy.
Yike.
Right.
Oh boy. So where does that go?
Wow, Edward Murphy really went the extra mile this morning. We'll talk about Ed Murphy in a second. But his guess was waxed my junk.
Oh my God, Edward.
Wow. Yeah, I'd
Murphy.
say that's the extra mile.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Well, after Saturday.
Yeah,
you know.
right.
All right, but no, it was very, very interesting. Learned a lot about it.
Was it time consuming? Did it take
No,
a long time?
it didn't take a long time at all.
No pain, no time. Sounds
No,
great.
They monitored it. Basically, it's pretty cool because men do this too. But they looked at my face, right? The girl, the girl looked at my face, and she said, "Chrissy, we're gonna need more units."
Oh my God.
And then they had to go find more stuff. Like it was, yeah.
I would have, you know what, honestly, I had never heard of a man getting Botox. Although, never having thought about it much, it's perfectly logical.
Why would
it's
you do it?
logical.
Well, because it's what there's commercials on TV
Absolutely.
for it,
Yeah.
and I've been seeing them all the time now.
Why would you do it? What's the purpose behind it?
Oh, I don't know. It does all kinds of stuff for you.
Supposed to make it feel better?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel
All right.
great because it actually doesn't take full effect for a couple weeks as it's doing what it does. We're gonna have them. We're gonna have them in, and they'll explain it all. I can't even understand what it does.
It's a process.
All
Right.
right. So you had it done, but you don't understand it. Okay, that's
Right.
kinda
So
scary.
so back to Ed Murphy. So I run into Ed Murphy at the Pride Festival, and
Oh,
we're
wow.
talking, and we got cornered by some political people. So we listened to what they had to say.
Yeah, Joyce Craig was
Some
down there.
candidates?
Yeah. Yeah. No, they weren't candidates. They were just
Folks.
pushing their political stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Ed made me and Ed and I were talking. He made they're like, oh, can we talk to you for a minute? And he made the mistake of saying yes. So we got trapped for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Totally interesting story. But it was a lot of fun. And then so I'm with Ed, and then the guy comes over and gives him a special blue wristband. And I'm looking at my wristband, and it's orange. Right. And I said, what the hell is a blue wristband? He goes, oh, $50 VIP.
Oh, the
Right.
Madeira deal?
Yeah. So you get like everything free,
It's a
I guess.
VIP thing.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know you could do it.
Kind of a big number.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was about. What?
Well, yeah.
Because I bought the free ticket.
This guy lives large.
I bought the free ticket.
Right, but I'm telling you, I was like, wow.
And that took care of everything, drinks. And
I think so. I wouldn't know. I had an orange. I had an orange
You didn't
one.
have the,
I had to
blue
leave
one.
at 4.
Right.
Oh, I see. After 4 was the $50 ticket.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. See, Marion Banner says it's a migraine treatment too. It less headaches and with the
Yeah.
Botox.
Everything I've heard about it does work.
Right.
I used to get a lot of headaches, but thankfully I don't.
Well, that's good. You should.
People, believe it or not, you're gonna laugh when you hear this. People have said over the years that I cause a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I know you find it hard to believe.
You give
but-
people headaches? I can't believe that.
Yeah, I know.
Headaches.
I don't believe
You give people headaches.
Yeah,
that. You've never given me one.
I try.
Well,
try.
I don't have them anymore.
I try to behave myself now these days. So I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah,
this
you
year,
got
so.
free alcohol with the VIP pass.
Oh
treatment,
boy.
yeah.
Right.
So I guess it wouldn't be worth it for me then.
So anyway, after that, Steph and I went to Mint, had a great snack, and then we went. I went over to Temple Market to see our friend.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big crowd.
Not so much, but there were some people from the neighborhood there, and what a great place! What a hidden gem.
Yeah, that was a great.
Yeah, I heard the
picture you
replay. It
sent
was
me.
a really nice interview that you did there with that guy.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a passionate guy. I mean, he works a regular job, and then, of course, he does this, and it's good. So if you're over in that area, Baker Street, Califf Road, there it is.
I gotta head over there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Really cool.
I'll the Facebook that place. Put it on my Facebook.
Yeah,
post.
Facebook the place. Yes.
Yeah, give it the free publicity that it deserves.
Now, are you sticking around for like 5 more minutes?
Something like that. Yeah. Well,
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
Good morning. This is your wake up call.
from ManchesterInkling.com. Here's Carol Robideau.
All right. And we are back, and Carol is still away. Her daughter graduated, so very exciting. Congratulations.
Did she text you over the weekend?
Oh, who, Carol?
Carol?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think she gives me a second thought.
Okay. Had a busy weekend.
Yeah, but they had a really, it looks like I saw some pictures on Facebook. Like a really, really great time.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
I'm glad. It's good to get away sometimes.
Oh, yeah, the whole family's out there pretty much.
Portland?
Yeah. Yeah, so very, very cool. So Carol will be back tomorrow. And, yeah, so what do we do now? How do we fill this slot?
Well, I got a suggestion there. Later on, they're going to go see Trixie or Sarah over in town. I'm going to get the 411. They're going to release all the concerts for the summer
Oh, really?
at the Manchester Veterans Park.
Really? You're going to have to...
I already know one of them, so I'm going to keep it under the table till tomorrow. So
Wait a minute. You're sitting on some hot information?
yeah, well, one of the information is already out there, so I can talk about it now. The Resuga Percussion, I call them the boys, are coming back to town.
The boys are coming back to
It's
town.
already been advertised
are
on
coming back to
95.7, 95.7, July 20th.
Yeah.
And so if you want to get your tickets, go more information tomorrow. But go get your tickets at resugapercussion.com. Only available online.
Whoa. You have to pay for them?
Yes, it's a paid show.
Well, I know.
In town is
Are they paying you to say this, though?
No, but the
Come on, man.
It's advertised on 95.7,
Right.
and you can't go down.
But not here, though.
You can't go down to in town and get your tickets. You have to get them online. And then Justin.
Oh, come on.
Justin does a little advertising. He said, make sure you get your tickets before they sell out.
Really?
Because every year they have to go down there. It's always
What is that show they have? Chaos and Kindness?
2,000
Is that
fans.
still on TV?
Oh, yeah. Usually, it's in the fall. Usually, they have about 2,000 fans down there.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going this time.
What's that thing they do every year where they hide something and it's kind of like a scavenger hunt or whatever?
Well, they don't.
Right,
They usually do that after the show, yeah.
No, but there's like a whole day thing where they hide, I don't know, $1,000 somewhere.
Yep.
Really?
And people get together and they try to solve, like, there's little riddles here and there. You have to be, there's something you could sign up.
Yeah. I
Those
think I've
guys
heard
are
of that.
busy. We could probably get them in here. Something tells me we could.
I think you
Eric,
could.
do you think you can get the boys in here?
I don't know, boy. They're really busy. They'd be like getting...
Well, maybe we're
Well, you
busy
can't
too.
know until you
We're
ask.
busy too.
Yeah, I guess the odds of them coming in will be a lot better than getting Mr. Belding.
Well, I don't know.
That's not going to happen, according to Laura. So
She's saying, did she give you an official no?
yes, because he only comes in for paid appearances.
Well, why don't we raise some
But
money?
a phone call might happen, she said. But
Okay, what would you, wow.
That'd be something.
yeah,
Right.
because he's a good
Mr.
chance-
Belding, Dennis
There's
Haskins.
a good chance he's coming to her wedding, I guess. So
No way.
that's what she says on Facebook Messenger the other day. So
So Mr. Belding gets to go to
well, I said maybe. She said maybe.
Laura's wedding.
Wow.
It's a
That
good-
is something.
Yeah,
Star-studded
well,
wedding.
they are friends, though. It's not a long shot that he might be there.
Well, we're friends too, right? Do you think we get? We probably would have already got the invites, right? It's
That's
in
okay,
August.
though. That's okay.
It's in August.
August. It's
I would love
fast
to.
approaching.
We'll probably get. Well, you guys can come to the reception after all the blah blah blah. Just come into the reception.
Well, that's what I would love to get the Justin and Spencer and the boys come in here, but maybe we can get a phone call because they're really busy. Those boys,
What boys?
Justin Spencer. Maybe you can get a phone call. They call in.
Wow, you now did you go to school with these guys?
No, but they went to Justin. Well, here's the deal, real quick. Justin Spencer and the gang, the good old days, over 20 years ago, the whole gang was from Goffstown, but now Justin is the only one from Goffstown. The other three are fairly well. One of the guys is his cousin, so he went to Goffstown.
Right.
The other two are new. One's from California. I think the other one's from like somewhere else. But I bet we can get them to call in. Maybe we'll talk to Sarah because Sarah has a good.
No, they just go around the room like drumsticks and banging things.
Yeah, Sarah has a good connection with Justin, so maybe
Really?
I'll talk it up with her today. No guarantees, but I'll see what I can do. That would be
All right.
great if we can get them to call in the show. That would be fun.
Would
On that
you-
note, I got to get going because I got recycle percussion. I got physical therapy.
All right.
Good
We'll
I'll
get
have a
that.
fresh report tomorrow.
Very
Okay,
good.
we'll see. You're gonna have a
I'm
fresh.
gonna watch my Mamma Mia tonight again.
Oh my God,
Here
Mamma
we go
Mia!
again.
All right, Eazy. You have a great day.
Have a
I'm gonna
great
try.
day.
That's the plan.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Wow, Easy G, everybody. Easy G. Very good. Very good.
Can't get out of the chair.
Are you all right? You
You
stuck?
okay? He's okay.
Oh, my God. Right. Yeah, he's definitely not okay. He's wearing the Creamland shirt again. Right, I know, but I mean, how many of those shirts do you have? Right. Yeah. So I mean, do you wash it every day? Please do.
Yeah.
Please. It smells like fried clams in here, man.
You're making me hungry, man.
Right.
Can I lick your shirt?
Oh my God. You could probably wring it out. All right. Will you just leave because we're trying to get this show done here this morning on this Monday morning? Yes. All right. Well, hey, Darryl, this is something we can do here because I noticed a thing right here. What happened on this day in history?
Excellent.
And I know you're a big history buff.
Yes, I am.
But in 1972, the arrest of 5 White House operatives sets off the Watergate scandal. 1972.
Wow.
You remember that year?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you have to make so much noise when you leave? Damn.
Well, he's got a lot of stuff.
Right. Well, in 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrives in New York.
A wonderful gift from our folks in France.
Right. Have you been to the Statue of Liberty?
Not yet.
I never have. Oh, yeah. You're waiting on a big trip to New York.
Eventually.
Actually, the countdown is really on for you, correct? As far as
yeah.
as far as the big day in your shoulder.
Yeah. A week from Wednesday.
A week from Wednesday.
Yeah.
So this is going down.
Yeah. It's happening pretty fast.
Right. It is.
I got an appointment Wednesday, which will, sadly, I won't be able to make it in, but that's another pre-op appointment at Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Okay. And they're getting you ready for the big day, the big dance.
The big dance.
Right.
They're gonna,
And then so same day surgery? You'll be home that day?
No, I think the surgery's on a Wednesday, and the theory is I'll be exiting on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
They
you
don't
probably
anticipate any more than
you probably get one of those great breakfasts.
hopefully.
Yeah. Now, can we ask which
CMC.
CMC. Okay. Do they have a good breakfast over there?
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, my doctor, who's performing the surgery, does surgeries at CMC only twice a month.
Oh, really?
So I kind of lucked out getting them on the 26th.
And you're getting Botox, right?
No.
In your shoulder?
If that would work, I would do it because that would not involve, the old
Right.
scalpel deal.
Well, yeah, they are injections, so you do kind of you feel a little tiny pinch, but
Where was the injection?
all over the place. It seemed like it wouldn't stop. There was like I don't know. I wish I knew. They have all my information. When they come in, they'll know. They'll tell you exactly what they did. But you can get that stuff done now. That's what spas. When you have all these services in that industry, you know what I mean. It's
You
really
have to be
something.
registered though to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, you or I can't do
No.
injections
No.
legally.
That'd be extremely bad.
Right. No, you screw that up. Then I'm wondering, see, this is where my mind wanders, right? So this registered nurse, whatever, was doing it. I'm like, wow, I wonder if she does it to herself. Can you inject it on yourself if you're allowed to? Probably not, right? That would be stupid.
If you could do
But
it
this
safely.
is what I think about, though.
Right.
So ridiculous. But anyway, I actually even forget that I had it. I don't feel any real different, like super different. But anyway, what do you got there, Darryl? Some breaking news?
Actually, it was excerpts from an article from a union leader on the absence of the memorial teachers at the graduation.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
What happened there? Is this breaking news?
Not really.
So what happened?
Well, I'll just read the key points.
All right.
Okay. Teachers volunteer to go to graduation. They do not have to go. Not
All right.
every teacher volunteers every year either. Teachers do not sit behind the students at graduation. They sit alongside of the rows at graduation. The union leader said the teachers sat behind the students normally, which is false. So they listed a union leader article that was basically crap. Students understood why teachers weren't there and do support the teachers.
Right.
Student vice president of the class talked about their support for teachers at class day. It's a mock graduation ceremony at the school.
Right. I remember class day when I was a high school student. It was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, forever.
Right. You had to sit there.
Exactly. So that was very interesting. Sadly, some people just were pretty much uninformed why it happened.
Right.
I'll read you the article. In the Union Leader.
Why did it happen?
Solidarity, and the fact that the teachers don't have to go. It's a volunteer thing.
Right. But they have to be in school today.
Yes. That's not volunteer.
No.
So
what do you do all day today? You clean?
Basically clean it up.
Right. But still, that seems like that wouldn't take till 2:30.
Exactly. They do it very slowly.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Slowly.
I think
Every 15 minutes, you bring something else out to your car.
I don't know. Did you have any interest in me reading the article from the Union Leader?
The whole thing?
That's pretty quick.
All right.
This is drawn.
No, I'm sorry. Now, who does
Kevin Landrigan from the Union Leader wrote this article.
Okay, so it's an
about
article.
the graduation.
All right.
Okay. So
as a news story or as an editorial?
As a news story.
Okay.
A celebratory graduation Saturday had a low-key political undercurrent as teachers failed to take part in a Manchester School ceremony at the SNU Arena Saturday night. But if you had been paying attention to even notice what was happening, there was no informal pickets outside, no placards protesting, lack of collective bargaining agreement. The only sign of this silent boycott, which it wasn't, was a few dozen empty folding chairs on the floor of the arena where staff at graduations typically sit behind the graduates. They don't sit behind the graduates, they sit on the side. Memorial Principal Arthur Adamakis clearly sought to keep it the special event to graduates and family members as he recognized sitting among these students and principals at the administrative staff. One person did notice Rich Gerard was there, who chairs the negotiation working group of Manchester School Committee. Blah, blah, blah. The West teachers put the children first as...
The blah, blah, blah part is the best part of this so far.
Oh, boy. So he went on and on and on. And in closing, he said, I think those memorial teachers should ask their leadership the hard question about why they stayed away from the bargaining table so we could get this done. It's just, a whole lot of the rhetoric that continues.
Well, yeah, it's just a big battle,
the
right?
teachers just did this because they could. And they did.
Well.
And that's that.
Seems like it's just a big battle. Doesn't it? Just continues over and over again.
Never ending.
Yeah, so school's over now, and then still no contract.
Yeah. I guess they're closing in on it, though.
Really? Well, you think they must be going to try to get it done by the time school's back in session.
Yeah, right.
You would think, right? That would be one of their goals.
Well, you would hope so.
But then again, I don't think the school board or the aldermen meet as much in the summer, right?
Because
it's summer. I think don't they change to once a month?
I think so.
Yeah, which, why not?
They got to get it done, though.
Right. Well, yeah, it would be a good thing. We can put it behind us.
Yes.
Very good. Wow, that really rubs you the wrong way, huh?
Most definitely.
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, we'll get past it. I do have an announcement. Everybody was downtown on Saturday, but there was an event at the Greek church, St. Nicholas.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a
great food, right?
Festive occasion.
All right.
I think it's typical in the summer.
Yeah, they do that big barbecue,
right. It was awesome.
It's a small it's the smaller of the Greek churches, right?
It's really small, and they pack in tons of folks, and I live on the same street.
Right.
But I couldn't. I got dropped off earlier in about noontime, and Samantha barely could get up the street because it was so nuts. It was really crowded.
Let's backtrack a little bit. And you went out that morning because I thought this was a very interesting thing we could talk about. You went out and got something.
Yes, I did.
But you say they weren't slippers.
No, they weren't.
Okay.
I went out to Sam brought me over to the Merrimack outlets.
All right.
The Skechers, and I don't do any shopping at all. I had no idea they had specific outlets catering to only sneakers or shoes.
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
You went to an outlet?
Yeah.
Where now?
In Merrimack.
Oh,
Those
okay.
Merrimack outlets.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they have
Skechers
all
place.
those. Okay. Oh, you got a pair of Skechers, did you?
I not only got one, I got two.
You got two?
Yes. And it passed the test. The test was if I could slip them on without having to use my hands
Right.
to get when I get up in the morning.
Are they no slip soles?
No slip. They were awesome. Both pairs, they worked perfectly. I was able to get them on without having to use my hands or, to tuck them in or whatever.
Right.
And I road tested them that morning. The following morning, Sunday morning, was awesome.
So this is really, really going to. This is really going down, man.
Oh, it's going down.
You are getting ready to.
I'm getting a little anxious. Not too bad, though.
Right.
Not too bad. I mean, I've been through it.
Anxious to get it over with.
Yes.
And then the recovery starts. You're
Yes.
glad it's over, and then you're over the, you're, well, not over the hill, but you know what I mean. Well, you are over the hill.
Oh, it's sad.
No.
Yes. Deeply.
Right. In the autumn of your years.
Yeah. September, so October, November. Yeah. I got it.
Those are great months. September's in the summer. My birthday is in the summer.
It's in the
Some say. So I don't know about that Easy G in that Mamma Mia thing.
The
How is
fact
it
that he's
gonna-
going to continue watching it is somewhat disturbing.
Right. How can you even watch it once?
I
know.
tried to watch it. Can't watch
Right. Is it? No, it's a musical, right?
it. Yes.
And it has all those people in it?
Tons of folks.
Really?
Tons. And I had
I
no
re-
idea.
I remember it being a popular Broadway play, right?
Right.
And then it was a movie.
Right. And I think it was just Mamma Mia. I think this one is more.
Did you listen to a lot of ABBA when you were
Yeah, they were okay.
really?
I did. Some of the
You don't
music
seem-
was awesome.
You don't seem like an ABBA kind of guy.
Well, Abba Dabba Doo,
Right. Now, were they married? No.
There was 4.
There was 4 now. Were
I
they?
don't think they were.
No?
I'm not sure even. I don't think.
Someone know anything about ABBA?
Yeah, we need to know. All I know is there's 2 women and 2 guys.
Right. I think someone was married.
Could have been.
I believe they.
I mean,
Yeah.
to each other in the band.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well,
I
this
think
will be
I
revealing.
I could
quite
probably
revealing.
I could probably look it up, and I'm thinking I don't even care enough, and I'm just lazy
It's
enough.
not
It's
that
Monday that
important
I anyway, but I'm going to tell you, being downtown on Saturday, so fantastic. It really was. It was alive and well. There was a ton of people down there. I think everyone must have had a great day.
It was perfect weather.
The weather was great. There was a nice breeze. The graduations were going on. So good. It really, really was. I had a great time. So anyway, you ever have the Delmonico steak over at Mint?
No.
Oh, my God.
What was it? I typically
Best
have
thing
the
you ever
same
ate.
thing all the time.
I even gave them, I don't typically give restaurants a review. I gave them my review.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we always give reviews.
Oh, you really? On Facebook?
No.
Oh.
We used to do that for the
You
show.
do it on the show. Where have you
We
eaten?
used to. We used
Where where have you been eating lately?
Downtown?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Really?
Where did we go? I'm just trying to remember where we went on Thursday.
It was so
I think we
long
went to
ago.
the Republic.
Okay, well, you can't go wrong at the Republic either.
No, had a steak and frites.
That's farm to table food too, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Really?
Really awesome.
Nice. What did Ben have?
Same
Amazing.
thing.
All right. 250-6007. The phone lines are open all morning on this really first Monday of summer. This is when things get kind of like, it's not as busy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like a lull.
Right. It is. It's just not as busy. Not as much going on. Now, is there a school board meeting tonight?
Excellent question, of which I know not the answer.
Okay. I think there may be,
It could be.
but I could be wrong.
Could be.
We should have this information. We're a damn morning show.
Sadly, I didn't do any research
And we're asking
whatsoever.
people to give us the information.
We need to know.
Right. I think there is, though.
Give us a call.
No kidding. So Carol will be back tomorrow. Never fear. And Manchester Inklink is up and running right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. There was the big news story of the weekend. There was a murder in Goffstown.
Yes.
And I guess they caught it's the daughter of the
The woman.
The
got murdered.
woman.
Yes. They caught her in Naples, Florida.
Naples.
She amp sprayed immediately
just-
after the event.
I was just down in Naples. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
so but we don't know what the
Well, it's the daughter.
well, yeah.
stab mummy.
Stabbed?
Yeah.
Stabbed.
This can't be a good story.
No, and that's all going to unfold.
Yeah.
Has there been a press conference yet?
No, I don't believe so. They need to extradite her back to New Hampshire.
Okay.
So they say, I heard this morning that she might be back this afternoon.
Okay.
So we don't know any of the circumstances. She obviously,
Now that's a job for the U.S. Marshals, correct?
probably.
Like, they extradite people from state to,
I would think so. It's not a normal procedure,
Right.
Because they're out of state.
It seems like it would be the U.S. Marshals that would take that jurisdiction type thing, right?
Exactly. Transport her back if she wants to come back.
We could only
You got to come back.
we could only I don't know. We could only ask Nick Willard, our friend Nick.
That's the only guy we know,
Well,
and he is a marshal.
Yeah, I see his stuff on Facebook. All right. By the way, he had a great Father's Day message for everyone yesterday, and very good. But last week he was like in Mexico.
Really?
Oh yeah, kicking ass.
Is like a work project?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think it had something to do. Yeah, it had something to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
He wasn't there on vacation.
No, no, it didn't look like a good vacation spot where he was at the time, where the pictures that he took. But very interesting, though. So, yeah, I would say a U.S. Marshal would extradite, or it could be FBI. No, they have nothing to do with it.
No.
All right. But it can't just be anybody.
No.
Would it be state police?
It can't, no, because it's state to state.
Okay, so it has to be a government official,
Exactamundo,
mainly a U.S. Marshal.
mainly.
See, we don't even have to ask about that.
We know all about that,
Right.
kind of.
The law. So making some news over the weekend. We talked about him last week, I believe, or the week before. One Orenthal James Simpson making a splash. He has hit Twitter,
Wow.
and he's out there making videos. I'm telling you. Let's take this call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning to the morning show on this fine Monday morning. No rain today here in the Queen City State. Beautiful.
Right, the first unofficial day of summer, I would say.
I would have to agree with you, except that Saturday was a fantastic day.
Oh.
I don't know where you were.
Oh, I was downtown here on Elm Street, or on Hill.
Well, that was very nice.
I was on
was
Hill.
Darryl with you?
No, we went to the Pride thing. Steph and I.
Oh, I forgot all about that. I was trapped in Ossipee, New Hampshire.
Yeah, I saw you out
at
there.
the lovely Ossipee Lake, yes.
I saw you out
very
there.
Cool.
Did you dip your toes in the lake?
Oh, yeah, we got some golfing first, and then we joined the women on the lake, and we had a lovely beach area. We had some great cornhole games, which that still cracks me up. They call it cornhole. There should be a better name than cornhole, I think.
Right.
What else would you call it?
Why?
though?
What would you call it?
A bag in the pocket,
Yeah, how did they come up with cornhole?
Well,
Because I think it's because originally who came up with the idea, they used corn kernels inside the bag.
Oh, okay.
And they throw it to the hole, so it became cornhole.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
I
really?
researched it about, I don't know, when it first came out. But now,
Well,
the boards you can get now, they have special bags. One side has grip. The other side has slide factor. So, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
It's on ESPN.
Oh, yeah. They take it to the next level.
Really?
Yeah, extreme
Yeah, there's
cornhole.
championship cornhole now.
Tell me it's not
It's
a sport.
extreme.
What's nice about that game is men and women can play it together very easily.
Right. And it's easy to do when you're drinking beers, too.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's way different than doing horseshoes because you generally can't get injured if you're throwing cornholes.
Right. So how?
Yeah. The other thing that can kill you, the other thing that can kill you is if you fall over the actual cornhole board and get your head caught in a hole. That'd kill you.
That would be bad.
Right. But no one has a head. No one has a head that small, though.
No. Now, have you guys realized there's another game out, and I do not even know the name of it. I think it's just hit the beer with a frisbee. And you have a pole at your end and a pole at the other end for the other two. And they put a beer can on top of the pole. And you throw the frisbee. And if you hit the can, you get the 3 points. And if the people miss it, you get a point because the people can catch the frisbee as it is thrown.
Right,
okay.
right. I've played.
But you can't go in front of the pole. You can't dive in front of the pole. Like a goalie. You have to be behind the pole to catch it.
See that game? Yeah. See, I've played that before. I don't think I like that game. Did you like? Did you like
that? Started off
that?
with ski poles.
Right. That's exactly what. Yeah, ski poles.
They started off with ski poles, and now they've advanced to PVC.
So what are you doing this morning, T? Getting ready to head back?
I just finished my exercises. I took a lovely shower, made myself handsome, and I'm going to pick up my daughter Katie for a little breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Then I'm hooking up with Scumpy. We're going to play Derryfield.
Oh, boy.
Excellent, excellent.
And then at 3 o'clock, I'll be at the Derryfield cocktail area because a bunch of all the teachers from Central are going to go up there after their day here, the final day for them having to be strapped to the school.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. They have to stay till 2:30, T.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, what happens if you? What happens if a teacher?
In the old days when I was there, I would be out of there at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock because I had to go set up for the cookout that we would always do.
Right.
All the teachers got together like that. We had a big cookout at Doors Pond or up at McIntyre or
nice.
at somebody's house that had a pool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun in those days.
But you see, they can't do that anymore.
Oh, they just don't. Nobody thinks of it. It's everyone's in their own little cubicles now. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no going down to the lunchroom with all the teachers. We used to have a whole lunch area. Where they served us food and
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, you had to pay. Everything was
Right.
And then it got to the point where it served yourself. Then it was to the point where, get in line. It's over.
Right. We're doing things different now. Yeah.
Yep. I can remember when Freddie Cole turned 50. We brought in a belly dancer to the lunchroom.
No
Cut it
way.
out.
Now you probably couldn't do that nowadays.
No, both his sons were at Central at the time, Jason and Ryan, and so we had them come down too to say happy birthday to Dad.
Was the belly dancer there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot more fun in those days,
Well, yeah, because it wasn't as strict as it is now. Like you can't, pretty sterile inside schools now. It doesn't seem. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it most certainly is.
We used to have those pep rallies. We used to have were crazy back in the even back in the 80s. I mean, they were actually crazy. Everyone got involved.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Todd Merrill and oh gosh, well, anyways, they were basketball players, and I hooked them up with the mini tramp so that they could hit the tramp and fly in the air and dunk the basketball.
Right.
Well, one pep rally, of course, everybody practiced ahead of time and all that stuff. But at the pep rally, we put out the administration lined up, so he had to hit that jam, go over the administration and jam.
Whoa.
Wow.
The kids went ballistic on that because they don't know what's going on. They really don't. The kids don't know what's been practiced or what's been set up.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
well, we can go crazy.
Tibbetts took a few pies to the face over the years too.
Oh yeah.
Many pies.
I had my beard shaved. I had pies. I was a human Sunday one year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of pies.
All for charity. So what the hell?
Right.
Yeah, I think they gave auctioned off, like you could auction off, people would pay to hit teachers with pies, but everyone went for tea. Because you know what?
It was the old auctions. Yeah.
Right.
It used to be called the slave auction years ago, for crying out loud.
Right.
Everybody be going ballistic if that came out now. Huh?
Yeah.
I remember that being called that too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Different time and place.
They bid on the principal's parking space, so you could use it for 3 days, and
right.
And a lot of the businesses in Manchester donated stuff, gift certificates and everything like that. So that was fantastic.
I have some kind of breaking news I heard last Friday, and I'm pretty sure it's true. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it's been approved there is going to be a Pizza Hut over by where Standard Fruit was, T.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah, does that
So
sound...
what? Domino's is going to be out of there?
No, it's going to be.
Oh.
I think it's going to be in the spot where the parking lot of or something over there by Standard Fruit or something like that. I don't know the exact
Oh,
lot.
they could go in that. They could go in that white building that used to be Demers TV at the top. You know, as you go past Standard Fruit,
Oh, right,
up
right next to
Maple,
Concord
that
Street.
first house on the right hand side.
It seems like a weird place for a Pizza Hut, but Domino's Pizza is right across the street.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, it could be at that garage. They've just been using that as a parking lot.
What's over where Corey Square was, the pizza place? What's that now?
That's a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Restaurant slash bar. They have a bar on one side and a restaurant on the other.
Oh, now have you been inside there?
No, I don't know what it's called right now. Last time I was in, it was called Brando's, but that was a few years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I have no idea.
Yeah. 'Cause it was
Yeah,
Corey
it's
Square
true.
Pizza for years.
Oh, yeah. That was the best.
Yeah, no kidding. Good stuff.
He used to, and when Coors was there, they had a great pizza. It was like the old Pizza by Charles, you know?
Right, it was. When they first
Same
opened
kind
up.
of recipe.
Yeah, when they first opened up, it was a big deal. They had a great, they had pinball machines in there. There was a good atmosphere in there.
Exactly.
It was a really good neighborhood pizza place.
Exactly.
All right,
He
T.
used to call me the naked man, because I would order my steak and cheese. I'd say, keep it naked. Don't put anything on it. Just give me that naked steak and cheese. And so the girl, oh, naked man, how are you today? You know?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you don't like anything on your steak and cheese? Just bread and steak and cheese?
Well, now, I'd like to do it those days I wanted to do it myself because I want a certain amount of mayo, a certain amount of salt and pepper,
Oh, really? You're one of those
I
guys.
fine tune it. Yeah, give me a little fine tune on that,
Right.
Well, you know how you like it, so why not eat it the way you like it?
Okay, that makes sense. It really
That's
does.
genius. That is genius, Darryl. Brilliant.
Apparently, that's why I'm here.
Where do you think? Where do you think the best steak and cheese in Manchester is? Anybody?
Oh, geez, back in the day it was Corey's, but if I was going to order a steak and cheese, I wouldn't even. I'd have to.
I had a decent
I
one
don't
at
know.
D'Angelo's years ago.
D'Angelo's years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't
I
bad.
did eat there. Are those even around anymore?
I think there's a couple open. I don't know.
There used to be one on South Willow. There
That's
used to be
gone.
one in Hooksett.
I think the one in
it's a
Hooks is
Burger
still
King.
there.
Well, I'll take a number 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think the one
Number
on
9.
South Willow is gone.
Number 9.
I
Right.
think 911 Pizza is where that used to be.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Abby loves that
They
pizza.
get-
But steak and cheeses, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Where
then
you got to go? The Firehouse?
You know
see, I've never been.
Firehouse subs?
Is that good?
excellent. I've been a couple times
Really? You've been a couple times.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
because I kept it secret.
Really? Okay.
They're all over the United States, I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah, very tasty,
Those
very fresh.
Firehouse subs. I mean, as far as I know, I haven't been past the Mississippi yet, but as far as this side of the Mississippi, I see them all over the place. They do give you, a good portion of meat, and the rolls are great too.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I like. You have to have the right bread for a steak and cheese.
Always.
No doubt.
Oh yeah. So you guys, you should come up to the dairy field and have a couple of pops with me at 3:15, 3:30.
All right. You never know. You never know what the day might
Yep.
bring.
You never know.
Yeah, because I'm gone. I got to leave tomorrow morning. I got my flight. So
What time you?
I'll
What
be
time you jetting off?
Arrivederci, aloha.
Well, we're going to see you in a few weeks anyway.
Yeah, I'll be back in July,
Right.
mid-July.
All righty.
Fantastic. All right, T. Well, maybe we'll see you a little bit later.
All right. You know what I say? Hang tough, be tough out there, America. It's a crazy times. Do what you can to help the people. Be kind. Say hello to a brother and always thank the people who served in a service for you. You heard it from the T on 95.3. Yahoo!
All right, Don.
Bye,
T.
T.
Tibbetts, everybody. Fantastic. All right. Carol will be back tomorrow. It's Manchester Ink Link, where everything in Manchester connects. You can find out what's going on around town at manchesterinklink.com.
The morning show is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions. located at 171 Londonderry Turnpike in Hooksett. They serve all your big and small business needs. Employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments in wealth management, customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600. On the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Hi from the Peter White Morning Show and all the All-Stars to help out there. Lenny, Scumpy, Abigail White, Laura the Animal Lady, Nick, Mr. Positive, Mike Martineau, Mike Doyle, Brooklyn Mike, The Moose, Glenn Ollett, the People's Mayor, Joe Lara, Darryl Dion, Peter Fleming, Christy Canner, Ryan Gorman, Don T. Tibbetts, Yahoo, Gary T. Tibbetts, Paulie C., The Place to Be, Karen Robidoux, Manchester Inkling, John Manning, Ben Dion, Kyle Heavey, Matt Connerton, and Rob Abazita. We all have a lot of fun there. It's all fun. I hope you're listening.
Every day I set my alarm to go off at 7 a.m. I wanna start my day with Peter White on WMNH.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
WMNH 95.3 FM. Good morning, Manchester.
All right, good morning, Manchester. Yes, it's Monday. Oh boy, we have 65 degrees in the Queen City right now. What's going to shape out to be a great summer day. Summer is officially on Friday. But as far as students go in Manchester, today is your first full day of summer. Or no, Friday was, but it's your first Monday. All right, Darryl will be back in just a second. Carol Robidoux will be back tomorrow. So for all you Carol fans out there, hey, I got Mark just sent me a text, and he said, by the way, and this is Mark from the Temple Food Mart. He goes, by the way, two people came into the store on Friday as a result of my appearance on the show. He goes, one of them was Darryl's sister-in-law, nice woman, but was not impressed by his match game skills. He needed work. She said he needed work. So that must be Aunt Karen, I would say. So, Mark, hang in there. You can come back and play match game again. We're going to do it again on Friday. We're going to have Chrissy Canner here again, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We do it every Friday. So very good, very good. So what's everyone doing, like, for the summer? What do you do? I remember being a kid in the summer, and you're almost like, okay, there's no school, but now what to do? If there's no one around in the neighborhood? I mean, I guess when I was a little kid, we all just kind of hung around, but some families went away. So there were some days there's nobody around. It can get very, very boring. And then I remember me and my friend, we used to call him Little Mike, saying, I wish we knew someone with a pool. Because we grew up right in the city. Where you had to go, there was Hunt Memorial Pool one way, and then there was Livingston Pool the other way. And I was probably closer to Hunt Memorial Pool, but we went to Livingston. We went to Livingston Pool as a kid, the old Livingston Pool. Do you remember the old Livingston Pool, Darryl?
Oh, yeah.
That blue, the grit would tear up your feet. Like there was it was painted blue. It was stone or cement.
Right. Very rough.
Very rough, and they, so people wouldn't slip with the blue paint on it.
Right.
They would put that like sand grit in it. I don't know if yeah.
I was a Hunt Pool guy. Took lessons there.
Right.
Back in the day, back in the 50s.
In the 50s, you went to really?
I forget the first time I jumped off the diving board.
I know. I remember doing this also. And Livingston was just an interesting pool because it was surrounded by big, tall, evergreen pine trees. And,
that's what I most remember.
Right. And it was just such a great place. We went there from, when we would know when that pool opened in the summer.
Oh, most definitely.
And we'd walk down Ash Street. I told this story before. Sometimes stop at the Courier Gallery of Art and take some money for some ice cream at the Puritan later. But we would walk down Ash Street because it was a nice street to walk on. It wasn't busy, and then you'd have to cross Webster Street. We'd cut through what was then Bonneville and Son, right on the corner, until they moved way up Hooksett Road.
Correct the mundo.
But they used to be right on that corner. like right on
I
the
think that
corner.
was a used car facility.
Right. That's right. That's right.
And now there's a bank in. Now was Blake's there as well or no?
No, that went up in the 80s.
Okay. So
Over
that was
there.
that corner was dedicated to Bonneville.
Right. But sometimes we cut through North Little League and go the backwoods there through the.
What I remember most about Livingston is it had that gradual,
Yeah, it would get-
decline into the pool.
It was almost like a small little pond,
Right.
a man-made like pond.
That's what it kind of looked like.
Because if you go over there now, it's entirely different. It's a whole new pool. There's a whole it's not the same. That's all gone.
You know what? I think I've seen that
Right.
a couple of years ago.
They still call it Livingston, don't they?
right. I would assume so, but it's way different.
Oh,
Way-
yeah.
not even the same. Not even close.
Well, there used to be a park over there in Livingston Park. Well, there still is now, but I mean the old one. Yeah, it was just a different time, I guess.
Oh, way different.
Because those old playgrounds are crazy too.
Oh,
You know the merry-go-round thing where you could spin it fast and kids would just fly off it.
yeah.
The playground stuff when I was a kid, if you think about it now, is dangerous.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean these.
Oh, they had the swings and the slide.
Well, those
and,
old slides, those old slides were really, really tall
Yeah.
and really, really steep. The old ones.
And we would go down head first, of course.
Oh yeah,
Danger City.
but there was all kinds of things. Even the monkey bars. It's like those are dangerous.
It can be. Can be.
Right.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at Prouts Park where they had all that, all those.
They had all that stuff.
Yeah.
Derryfield Park used to have it too at the
Yes.
top of the hill. They had some tires you could climb on, and
Yeah.
and
Darryl Park is totally revamped.
yeah, they're actually doing another project up at Derryfield coming up soon.
Right below, right? Right below the main. the
Yeah,
main
I think
field.
so.
I think so too.
Parks and Rec is doing they're
Right.
doing something.
I just read it and I forget.
Yeah, me too. But it is a project
Yes.
to improve Derryfield Park.
Yes.
That's a great park, you know. Derryfield's a great park. It's
Really
a big
is.
one.
Huge.
Is it now? Is it bigger than Stark Park? Stark Park's pretty large too.
I would say if you encompass that massive, on Bridge Street,
Right.
that whole area there, if you're including that, I think it equals or it's way bigger than Stark.
Oh, okay.
I think if you put that in as well, in addition to the upper portion where the baseball field is, and then the lower portion which they're
Right,
revamping now,
right.
I think if you do the whole thing, it's bigger than Stark.
I haven't been to Stark Park in years.
No, me neither. When I played touch football for Demers TV back in the day in the late '60s, we used to practice there.
Now Demers TV is right where the Pizza Hut's going over
Yes,
there.
Yes.
Over by there.
No, it wasn't Demers TV. That was my baseball team. Sorry.
Oh.
It was Morrow's.
Okay, no, that-
we had a touch football team called
Morrow's Hardware Stores?
Yes,
The old one or
the old one.
Right.
Yeah, way back. This is the late '60s.
When did Morrow's leave the city? Sometime in the early 90s? Because it used to be down here at South Elm. I think that's where it stopped, right? Over by when the DMV was over there on South Elm.
That's if it was there at all, it was the later stages.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was up here
For years.
forever, right
Yeah.
where Wall Street is. Actually, matter of fact, Wall Street you led down to the annex, the Morrow's and Son annex, which was below. They had all the plumbing, and which where I met Chucky Morrow, who used to run the Eastside Fishing Game Club.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was a big deal in the city.
Oh yeah.
Morrow's.
Oh yeah. They had the brothers, Chucky Morrow, Jack, Arthur, who was an interesting character in it by itself.
It's funny, local hardware stores pretty much are, other than LeBlanc's over on Hayward Street,
Right.
kind of a thing of the past, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's
There's
the
a
one that
few-
was on Lake Ave?
I
right
forget.
across from that market.
Four Seasons, across from
Across
that?
from Four
I don't
Seasons.
know what that one is.
Damn. I used to go
Do
there a lot.
you remember everyone going out to Gold Street and going to Grossman's?
Yes.
You know? Was that what is that, the 70s and 80s?
Yeah.
Right? Grossman's.
Grossman's first.
Whatever happened to that?
Grossman's hardware.
Whatever happened to them?
Oh, they went the way of the dodo.
Right.
Gone.
Wow.
And now that's where the Walmart's is, right?
Yeah, it must be, right? Over by Grossman's.
I actually went in there for the first time a few months ago. That place is massive.
Say good morning to Mike Brothers in the Facebook Live room.
Like, brother.
Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Mike.
Very good. Good morning, Melanie Lorendo and Debbie Lorendo. Very good. Very good. Good morning. So before we get into all that and T called, I told you we were talking about O.J. Simpson for a second.
Right.
And he's making a. They played it on the news this morning. He's like, hey, it's me, O.J. I want to set some things straight.
What's
And
he going to set straight?
Well, I think he said all that stuff about like Khloe Kardashian and being her dad. That's all phony and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, he brought all that up.
Well, one of the Kardashians was one of his attorneys.
Right. But there's rumors out there that Khloe Kardashian is O.J. Simpson's daughter. Yes.
Oh, really? He's trying to float that?
No, he's not floating that. But that's just been in the news.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I never heard of that.
Right. But he's basically saying he never had a relationship with Kris Jenner. But I think Kris Jenner in a book said she had a relationship with O.J.
Really?
Right. You
While
don't
she was
keep-
married to
obviously,
Kardashian?
obviously, you don't keep up with the Kardashians.
No, I don't, and I don't intend to start.
But anyway, so OJ has a Twitter handle. I don't know how many followers he has. I don't even want to look. Because like, what do you do? Do you follow OJ Simpson to see what he says?
Well, to listen to him, he's paying back now. He feels that he can get on there and say all the things that he couldn't say for years.
Well,
that's his theory anyway.
His lawyer came out with a statement saying he's going to have the Twitter account and he's going to put stuff out there, but he's not going to talk about the California time or anything like that.
Well, that's good.
Right. Thanks, OJ.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So
They're not gonna
no
talk
one's ever
about
going to forget that.
It's embedded in our brains. I mean,
Right.
really, the Bronco ride. Who doesn't remember that?
Well, that's the anniversary of that was either Friday or
Yeah,
this weekend or
really,
something,
just
right?
recently, yes.
Right.
I mean, really,
That's why it's in the news, kind of.
I think so.
But no one's ever going to forget that. Is there anybody out there that thinks OJ is an innocent man? I mean, technically, in the law,
he was acquitted.
He was acquitted, making him an innocent man.
Yes, not in the civil suit though.
No.
He was the bad guy, and he was definitely a criminal in that sense.
Right.
No doubt about it. But his actions after the fact spoke volumes. I mean, all you had to do was, if you had eyes, if you had ears, all you got to do is listen and see it.
Right. I mean, the slow speed chase. That was ridiculous.
With Al Collins at the helm.
Right.
Holy
And OJ has a gun.
I mean,
he has a gun.
He was speaking volumes as to he was reaching out and telling everybody, I did it, but I can't tell you I did it.
Right.
Because I'm OJ
Simpson.
Simpson.
And then when it all kind of came out, and the whole story where he hit his head on the air conditioner, I guess, right? Like he was running, and then Kato Kalin heard a big bang, and it was like OJ hit his head on an air, like something.
Crap.
It was crazy, because you know what? I watched that when it was going down. I would watch some of that.
Oh, how could you not?
Right. Well,
I think,
because it was on all the channels.
If I'm not mistaken, during that specific time, the NBA playoffs were going on as well.
Okay.
So it was either you watching the NBA and OJ at the same time.
Yeah, and it was always on in the afternoon because it was in the West Coast. So
exactly,
you would still get it right
And
up
the
to
Bulls were in the playoffs,
7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, constant. It's crazy.
But the only people OJ are following are a few sports teams: the Broncos, Buffalo, a few NBA things, and some golf stuff.
Yeah, he loves golf.
So he's not following any characters or anything like that. But I guess he's going to be making some statements.
Wow.
And he's sitting there with a golf club at whatever big mansion. Like he's definitely got some money. His pension money, right? That's the
Yes.
money they couldn't touch.
That's the only money they couldn't touch, and I believe he has 2 pensions.
Right, of course. Just like Gary Tibbetts.
Yeah. I thought Gary had 8 pensions.
Well.
Oh yeah, that whole scenario is so wacky.
Right.
I mean, really.
And how much does a guy in the NFL? So he gets a pension for the NFL and then another pension for what?
I'm not sure.
Hertz Rent-A-Car? Right.
I mean, he was such a beloved character at that moment, and I really felt the way he handled himself at that moment. I think he felt he was bulletproof.
I think so too.
I don't think he felt that he could ever get convicted of this, no matter what his actions. And those actions were pretty strange.
Oh, they're very strange.
I mean, holy mackerel!
Now, do you think he made a lot of money in those Naked Gun movies?
They were pretty horrible, but he probably made a lot of money.
Right.
I mean,
as Nordberg.
Yeah.
He was in all of them.
I mean, he did so. I mean, he was all over the place. Oh, and didn't he do some Monday Night Football for a time?
Yeah, but
he wasn't good.
Even
but
when
he did a little bit.
even when he was in the Naked Gun, this before all this stuff happened, we didn't know that OJ was an a-hole.
No,
we just thought it was the juice. And then I think his star started to fade away. Like the Naked Gun stuff was towards the end.
right.
Right?
And there were reports that he was slapping his wife around. Then he got divorced, and
Right.
because
Awful.
really ugly, really bad.
It was an awful story. It was an awful, but I mean, I don't know. If I was him, I would just be laying low.
So is he?
He wants to be
He wants to be out there again.
right. Oh, definitely.
Did he call Al for a ride?
I don't know. Does he think he still talks to his best friend Al?
I don't know. And he's, I think has to stay in, or he is in Vegas.
You think he talks to Kato Kalin?
Oh,
I don't think he talks to any of those people.
I can't imagine. And all the talk lately about having some guy on the Bills wear his former jersey number. I mean, really?
Right. Yeah. Why would you do that?
Why? Wake up.
Absolutely. Like with all the stuff that we saw, there's no way that he could have not done that.
It's so clear. I mean, and he hired every high-powered attorney on the planet. F. Lee Bailey.
Yeah. Barry Scheck.
I don't know if Barry was that high-powered.
No, but he wasn't high-powered, but he was called in for the DNA. He was one of the first lawyers to be an expert in DNA up to that time.
Sadly, he failed his assignment.
Oh, really? Yes. Yes, he did. Because there was blood.
Well, there was blood all over the place.
They found blood everywhere.
Oh, man.
And then the police department screwed it up, the LAPD.
Mark, the weird one, Furman.
Yeah.
Wow, the glove.
That
whole glove.
Johnny Cochran was great in that, though. He probably the star of the O.J. Simpson trial was one Johnny Cochran.
Absolutely.
Easy. Overshadowed the judge, Lance Ito.
Yeah.
Overshadowed
F. Lee Bailey.
everybody.
I mean, everybody.
Everybody. He played theatrics.
Yeah.
Theatrics.
And his career lingered on Seinfeld.
Yes. But he died not
Pretty recently, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's too bad.
Yeah.
Because I think he got Todd Bridges out of trouble. Back when Todd Bridges was having trouble.
He was having some trouble. Is he the only surviving member of that whole thing?
For different strokes?
Dana Platow had
She's gone.
serious issues.
She's gone. Gary Coleman's gone. Conrad Bain is gone, the
Well,
dad.
that was probably because of old age.
Right.
We'll
Mrs.
give him a
Garrett.
break.
Mrs. Garrett actually started on different strokes.
Right.
She's gone. Charlotte Ray.
Charlotte Ray, right.
I would say in the original Different Strokes, Todd Bridges is the
sole
survivor of that show.
Wow.
That's amazing, right?
It was a pretty good show.
It was for its time.
Yeah.
It was for its
that
time.
moment.
And then, because all those shows change too. Like, there'll be a big hit. And back then, they just shows lingered on forever.
Right.
How many shows are there that out there that probably went on a little too long? I'm going to tell you one of them right now. Probably the biggest one. Happy Days. Happy Days was a huge hit in the 1970s.
Massive.
It went on to 1982. That's where you get the phrase, jump the shark. Because, when
I didn't even know that.
you didn't know that.
No.
But you've heard of jump the shark. When a TV show jumps the shark, that means, they peaked out and
Okay.
it's not as good anymore.
Okay.
Kind of like,
Like with Chachi towards the end.
Right, exactly.
And
Joni and
Did
Chachi.
they get married?
Don't bring up Scott Baio. That's really going to piss me off on a Monday. But no, Joni and Chachi, it just wasn't. It wasn't as good. All the major stars that Ron Howard had left. I mean, you had Marion Ross, Tom Bosley, and Henry Winkler.
They were hanging on by a thread.
They were hanging by a thread.
If that. And
So many other shows
Henry
like that.
stayed on, though, right?
Oh yeah, he became the star of the show. Top billing, all that.
Right.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Hi, good morning, fellas.
Hey, good morning, Paulie C. Hey, what's another show?
Hi, Paulie.
What's another show that just stayed on a few years too long?
MASH.
Oh, MASH. Well, that last
Yeah.
episode really broke some records, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the show was beloved. I mean, I'm probably one of the biggest MASH fans out there.
Yeah.
And
I like MASH too.
even while it was on for 11 years, there was still good episodes. But the show was, I mean, the first 3 seasons had their original cast, and after the 3rd season, 2 of the main players decided they didn't want to be on the show anymore, and they added 2 new guys, and it really didn't affect the ratings too much for several years. But the show did a weird twist. It turned from a hysterical comedy into a drama.
Yeah,
and
too much drama.
It started really. It burned out, just like any other show did. It ran out of ideas, and it turned into some kind of sappy, boring show that just ran its course, and they knew that, and that's why they ended up writing that final episode, which, I mean, everybody tuned into it because it was a final episode of a show that people loved for so many years. And fortunately, unlike the Seinfeld people, they got lucky with their final episode. So
Plus, well, I think Seinfeld did go out at the, they were still on top of their game. They knew when to.
They went out at the right time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. They went out at the right time, too.
When you want the people wanting more, and you're going to say, okay, I'm done here, and they probably offered him millions and millions of dollars to stay on 1 or 2 more seasons, and to turn that down and say, okay, no, I'm moving on. It's here's another show that lasted too long, Laverne and Shirley. There was no need to move out to the West Coast with everybody on the show.
No, right. And didn't they already lose Shirley by then? That Shirley was gone.
Right, she left. Cindy Williams left.
It was just Laverne and Squiggy.
Squiggy.
Come on, man.
Right. Yeah, that blonde Rhonda.
Yeah, right. And who was that other guy? Carmen?
Yeah, well, Carmine. Yeah, Carmine Ragusa went out there too. Everybody was out there. Even Laverne's dad.
Yeah. Everybody moved to L.A. I mean, how stupid is that?
Really?
Yeah,
they should have seen the handwriting on the wall. I mean, really?
Hello. We could even go as far as saying Three's Company was on too long, because it changed. That last year was so bad it changed to Three's a Crowd, because Jack was there was a spinoff called Three's a Crowd, and Jack was with his girlfriend, but they lived with her dad or something. Do you remember?
Right.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
You remember that show?
Yeah, and wasn't there like a little kid in there? No, I'm thinking of the Ropers. Yeah, but yeah, I know exactly the show that you're talking about. And yes, Three's Company did go way too long. I mean, even if they had kept Suzanne Summers and it had gone that long, I mean, there's only so long 3 kids in their early 20s can live together. I mean, the premise just gets burnt out. Eventually 3 kids in their early 20s are in their early 30s. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, those shows, very much too long.
They had a show called The Ropers?
There was a show called The Ropers, and
That must have been short.
you know who was one of the stars of it, other than The Ropers, of course, was Jeffrey Tambor. A young Jeffrey
That's
Tambor is the neighbor of The Ropers.
And he didn't have any hair then either.
No, he didn't, but he was younger.
Yeah, much younger, yeah. I liked his work later on. He's done some really good work.
And then when that show didn't work out, Norman Fell went back to Three's Company, and they said no.
Forget about it.
But
Get
they
out of
promised him he could come back, but they already had Don Knotts.
here. Don Knotts. Wow.
Which I like Don
Changed the whole
Knotts.
dynamic of the show. It's too weird.
Don Knotts was great on Three's Company. Yes, Paul, or no?
Don Knotts was, I mean, he was okay on Three's Company. He was hilarious. People loved him, but he was no Norman Fell.
No.
I liked the Ropers better.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's still
Phil
like,
he was so deadpan.
well, he broke the fourth wall. He would look at the audience. We've talked about this before too. He would give his wife she would say something and he'd lay the punchline, and then he'd look at the audience. He'd look at us out in our living rooms.
Yep, that's absolutely correct.
And that never happened.
He'd break the wall and look at the audience, and that was hilarious, man. That was great.
Yeah, and he would smile. And we're like,
Yep.
okay, that's great.
It's kind of like he let us in on the game.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I don't know. Any other shows that went on too long? Bonanza?
Oh God! I mean, I'm sure if we sat down and thought about it, even shows that were on for just a few seasons,
We're on too
based
long.
on the
Right.
show that they are, were just on for too long. You know, I mean,
Adam
Right.
12.
Yeah, I didn't watch too much Adam 12.
No.
I didn't watch too much of that. I was like a
Yeah.
Chips. I watched
You're a Chips guy?
Chips. I'd watch Dukes of Hazzard, that kind of stuff.
Was Chips on too long?
Chips was on too
I was
long.
into. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, he asked me if Chips was on too long. I'm going to say yes. Because eventually Larry Wilcox left and it was just Poncherello.
Yeah, you see, anytime that happens, yeah, the shows aren't too long.
Right.
One of the guys split.
Yeah,
We're
no.
done.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, because remember there was
Yeah,
that. Hey, remember Ponch's new partner was the blonde guy, the new blonde. Yeah, like, there was a different guy that was his partner now.
Yeah, I remember that the blonde guy was replaced. And anytime something like that happens, yeah, it's the end. You got to hang it up.
Absolutely.
Pretty much the handwriting is on the wall.
No.
The Love Boat, another show that was very successful, on for years.
Right.
And rather than just calling it quits, they changed the cast. You know, Ted, what's his name? Ted.
Right.
McGinley?
No. Oh, Ted McGinley. Yes.
Ted McGinley as your ship's photographer.
Ted McGinley. Ted McGinley's in everything. You know, Ted McGinley still looks like that now too.
I'm sure he does. He was in Revenge of the Nerds, right? Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh yeah, he was on Happy Days. He was on 2 shows that went on too long. He was Roger on Happy Days.
2 shows. Is that the record?
Ted McGinley.
3 shows. 3 shows. He was on Married with Children too. When JumpTheShark.com was a website, he was the patron saint of JumpTheShark.com because he would always show up on a show that was just about to be canceled.
Right. And Ted McGinley goes in and saves the day.
There it is. He tanked it again. Oh, that's
and
great.
It's funny too because when he was on Married with Children, there was a scene where he showed up at Ted's shoe store that he worked at one day. I don't recall the episode of the season, but he's just doing a regular scene on that show. And 3 kids come in from the mall into the shoe store, and they look at him and they say, "Hey, weren't you on the Love Boat?" And one of the other kids says, "Yeah, you were on Happy Days too, weren't you?" And McKinley goes, "Get out of here, kids."
Great episode, man. Oh, geez.
Yeah, he was the nephew. He was
That's
the nephew.
awesome.
On Happy Days, he was the nephew of Mayor, Mr. and Mrs. Cunningham.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, his name was Roger, and he was the gym teacher at the high school.
At the high school?
Where Fonzie ended up teaching at.
Oh, my God. Really?
Paul and I'll never forget, Paul and I, one night, he came over and we watched a episode of Happy Days, and it was a newer one from the 80s that was just awful. It had all these new characters in it, and we still watched it. It was funny, but it was so bad.
So bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we watched it. We laughed at it. You know, Peter and I love the old Happy Days, but we sat there, we watched this, and it was just like watching a train wreck. It was just awful. I mean, was it an episode where Fonzie had a beard? He was a school teacher or something, man?
Yeah, he taught auto shop class.
What else could he teach?
Right. Right.
Yike.
And one of his
Oh, my
students
God.
was Eugene Belvin, or Melvin, or something like that. Eugene. Do you remember that? There was a whole new group of teenagers.
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely. I mean, the show is just ridiculous. It just went in this complete different direction where you were like, this is not Happy Days.
Right.
I mean, what happened to this show?
Yeah, Richie came home once and with a bad drinking problem, and he hit Fonzie, and oh yeah, yeah, it was a big deal. And Richie had a mustache too.
You know, one of the reasons those shows didn't go off the air is because at the moment they were still cash cows.
Right.
That's why they.
Well, yeah,
remained.
I mean, you know, a lot of spin-offs from Happy Days.
Exactly.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Robin Williams. I was introduced to Robin Williams on Happy Days.
Absolutely, as we all were.
As Mork from Ork, no
Mork
less.
from Ork. And what was his dad?
Right.
Jonathan Winters.
Yeah, but see, that was later on
was
when
later
Mork.
on,
I think when Mork jumped the shark, it was the year Jonathan Winters came on.
to try to save it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, because that
makes
show
sense.
that show gets stupid. The first season is the best. Second season's okay, and then
Well, after the first two, you knew what was happening. You knew what was up.
Paul, who was the guy that we like on Mork and Mindy? His friend Exodore.
Yeah, Exodore, the guy from another planet who'd come in and
Who was
preach.
that guy?
Right, Exodore. And he was
I
kind
could
of
see him. I
He
could
was
see him.
kind of scary, but he was
Tall?
hilarious.
Was he
Yes,
tall, really tall.
yeah, and he had a weird, kind of a weird, scary face.
Yeah. What? Who was that guy?
Hey, Mark. Like he would come down like some god.
He wore a blanket.
Yeah,
I
like
thought
a
it was
big
a
white.
toga.
Yeah, like a toga or a white robe.
Oh man, jeez, that was horrible.
Right.
So they brought in Jonathan Winters to save the show, and he failed.
Yeah, because he was.
Oh, yeah.
See, when people from Orc.
Great way to save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, because they explained it. When people from Orc, they age differently. They get younger as they get older. You know, so so Jonathan Winters was Mork and Mindy's baby, actually.
Oh, gee.
No.
Great. So Pam Dauber gave birth to Jonathan Winters. There's a great visual.
Right. That's true, though, right, though? Because Mork and Mindy got married.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a tough look.
They got married. Pam Dauber. Pam Dauber. All right,
Pam
Paul.
Dauber had a C-section and gave birth to Jonathan Winters.
Massive.
And then they
massive
put the
C-section.
baby in the attic. In the attic. I don't know.
Whoa.
That's too bad.
And how about our own beloved Brady Bunch?
Well, yeah. Jennifer Murphy Park says the Brady Bunch went on too long. I don't know. They stopped that at a good time. It was canceled. They planned on making it a sixth season, though, without Robert Reed. But it got canceled
That
before.
would have been, that would have been too long. No, I don't think they should have done it. I think you're right, Peter. I agree with you. I think they should have ended it when they did. Maybe another season.
But that would have been
but
without
not
Robert
without
Reed,
Robert Reed.
Right.
Right.
They couldn't do it without him.
No, they couldn't.
What happened to Dad? You
Well,
have to answer all those questions.
right.
And he was dating another dad.
Well, maybe he's out in California working on the new project. I don't know. I don't know how they would have.
No, they would have had to move them all out there, just like on Laverne and Shirley.
And if you
Right,
think of
right.
it, the last Brady Bunch, the last original Brady Bunch, is an episode where hair tonic colors Greg's hair, and he's worried about graduation because Bobby's trying to sell this hair tonic, neat and natural hair tonic. It's called.
Neat and
That's
natural.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets all over the rabbits. It gets all over. Yeah, it turns out, but that's the last episode. And then when they come in on the last episode, Robert Reed isn't in the scene, but he's documented as being. He thought the episode was so ridiculous he wouldn't do it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that was it.
And he refused to leave the set throughout the whole shooting of that episode. Robert Reed is off camera watching the set, the whole shooting of that set and that scene, that episode. And when you watch like documentaries of this, you'll hear the kids say how nervous they were and how Florence Henderson was nervous about this episode because Robert Reed refused to leave. Sherwood Schwartz did not want to call security to have Robert Reed escorted in front of the children
That's
off the
right.
set.
Wow.
So they just continued to try to shoot it with Robert Reed standing there, acting like a complete irrational jerk.
Right.
So when you watch that episode next time, just remember that Robert Reed is standing there, furious, belting out these lines about how ridiculous this episode is, and they filmed it with him standing right there, acting like that.
Yeah, and that was it. That was the last.
5
And then he
years?
got fired.
Yeah, it was 5 years. It was on for 5 seasons, 100 and maybe 21 episodes or 19 episodes or something like that.
How many episodes in the season
Yeah.
back then?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it more than 13? I know
It
more
wasn't that.
recently
It
it's
wasn't that
13.
many because those are the days of reruns in the summer and all that. Well, anyway, Paulie, I know you got to get to work.
All right, fellas.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see you this week, my friend.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you probably will.
All right. Great chit chatting with you. We will talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
All right. Paulie C in the place to be, everybody. And fantastic. Wow, we really went deep into TV. A little too deep. Sorry, but it is summer, and it's okay.
You know, and also what you were talking about was relevant insofar as why they should keep shows on when they're clearly gone.
Well, I think network executives are they see dollar signs. You know what I mean? If the money's still coming in for advertising because 2.5 Men is still on the air, another show that went on too long, and that's a more recent one. It changed.
That
Charlie
show is
Sheen
still
left.
on?
Well, it's not on anymore, but there was a
The
couple
Ashton
seasons with
Kutcher
Ashton
thing?
Kutcher. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
yes,
is Charlie Sheen's still alive?
right. Charlie Sheen is still alive.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, he's.
I
Pretty
think he
weird
has
few
HIV
years.
positive, right? It's been reported.
Well,
Like
that's
he,
what
he
we've
went on
heard.
TV. Yeah,
Right.
no, he went on TV. Quite a discussion, Gary Tibbetts. Good morning, Gary. How are you this morning? Very nice to see you in the Facebook Live room on this. What's going to be a great summer day, Darryl?
Yes. I think the only day this week in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The rest of the week will be in the 70s, but
And that's okay.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
That's
It's still springtime here.
absolutely.
This is still spring, but it's still the unofficial
Yes.
summer.
I think it's the end of the week. It's official.
Right. Yeah, Friday. You do anything in the well? I know you got the thing coming on, but back in the days when Ben and the kids were little and stuff, did you guys typically do stuff in the summer? Did you like as a family take the kids up?
typically. Yeah, typically. As a matter of fact, Samantha and Samuel are heading up to a place that we took the kids, Park Safari in Canada.
Oh, really? What's
Yeah.
that?
It's a twofold. It's got an amusement park and an animal park.
Really? I've never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Yeah, Park Safari. It's right outside
Park
of Montreal.
Safari. How do you know? Oh, safari.
Safari.
You're
I
going
think-
on a safari.
Well, it was. I remember the kids freaked out because the animals stick their head in the car. You drove through it.
Right.
You drove through it like a safari,
Right.
kind of. And all the big animals and.
Do you have someone with you, or you just you guys?
It's just us four in the car.
Oh my god!
And we had little. You could buy food for the animals.
Great.
Proper food instead of the hot dog that you want to give them.
Right.
And the animals will stick their heads in the car. Nobody got hurt.
Wow.
So that was fun.
Well, it's pretty neat. I thought you were going to say you used to go up to Santa's Village.
Oh, we did that as well, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Storybook Land. Are you kidding me?
Right. We brought
that's
Abby
some
there
serious
once.
time up there.
Hank's wife and I remember bringing Abigail there at a pretty young age.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Well, the younger the better.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Because, yeah.
I mean, Sam and Ben are 8 years difference, so it was a little tricky. When Ben was 5, Samantha was 13, and probably not all too, thrilled about the whole ordeal.
Right.
But she was fine, and we always had fun.
Sure.
Packed the lunch or whatever, and Storybook Land and
Well, I don't think it's Storybook Land. I think it's just Storyland.
Storyland.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Unless they maybe when in your day it used to be Storybook Land and the book, they just dropped the book.
They may have, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't go up there as a kid. I don't think. My first time up there, I was when I was a kid. We went to Benson's Wild Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Because that was an amusement park too.
Exactly.
Not quite a safari, but
Yeah. We didn't travel out all that much. Benson's for sure. Pawtuckaway State Park.
oh, we spent a lot of time. My grandmother would bring us out to Pawtuckaway.
That was great.
Remember they had the big rock out there, like right. You had the beach.
Yep.
Now that rock is gone.
I've been there in years.
No, I haven't been there in years either.
I remember the grills that they had at certain parts of the
Well,
park
they used
where
to
you
have
could
that
grill.
out. They used to have that out at Massabesic Lake way
Yes,
back.
they did. Way back when.
Abigail and I were out there by the lake on Friday, and it was amazing because I was trying to tell her. I said, before like open container laws came, sometime in the late '80s. I mean, late '70s, early '80s.
Right.
Do you remember that lake when it was just packed with people?
Packed.
I mean, packed. I mean,
Literally
almost overcrowded.
People would get food at Goldenrod, drive down, consume it there.
Right. But I mean, there were
Picnic tables.
and there was
all over the place.
motorcycles would go through there. And back then, in the front of the lake, you could go drive right through.
Right.
You didn't. Now you go in, you have to turn around. You go in the same way you came out.
See an occasional fishing pole.
Oh yeah, but it was that crazy. Like family was spend their days out there.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I
We
mean-
were there a lot.
And there were picnic tables. There's picnic tables now, but not as many as there used to be.
I can't imagine. I'm sure there's not even close to the crowds there used
Well,
to
they
be.
cleaned it up because obviously it's our drinking, it's a watershed. So
Exactly.
with all those people there, that had to be causing,
Anxiety.
well, yeah. Well, I think so. I
For
think
sure.
you're right, because anywhere you have a lot of people like that,
And people are going to be putting weird
people
stuff
were
in the water.
people were but people were partying there too. You know what I mean? And,
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, open container laws came, and you couldn't
That was it.
be out there. You can't be out at the lake and having a beer. You cannot. So don't do it, Darryl.
No, I'll try not to.
Now, Suzanne Uncle says Canopy Lake. I mean, I've been to Canopy Lake many times.
Yep.
I've been in the past 3 years.
As a child, I didn't go much.
No, I did.
No.
I went with my grandmother. Went with my school, my mom, and then later on in 8th grade, went with a couple friends. But that's about it. And then I've been in my 20s a few times.
Really, I haven't been for a while.
It's changed though. It's changed a lot. There's a few more roller coasters, a few more rides. They've done a good job updating Canopy Lake Park.
Good. Yeah, I probably haven't been in 10 years maybe.
Oh wow! But see, you remember Pine Island Park, right?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't.
I was real little then.
Right.
It was so overwhelming, especially the...
Hard to believe it was just over there off of Brown Ave.
Oh, I know.
Hard to believe.
What I remember most is the
The
tall thing.
The roller coaster.
The roller coaster. And it was
Could you
wood.
see it?
It was wood.
I know, but could you see it from far away? Like,
you could see it from
was Perimeter Road there yet?
Goss Falls
Let
Road.
me ask you, was Perimeter Road the road that went around what was then Grenier Field?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm going to say no.
Because when you're going around Perimeter now, if you're going south and you're going towards the airport, you get it from like South Willow Street or whatever.
Exactly.
Pine Island Park was over like pretty much in all those woods right there. When you go around the corner as you're going. Well, anyway, but it was over there. Well, there is a Pine
It was
Island.
great,
There's a
though.
playground there now,
Yeah.
or there was, because Abby and I used to go.
Yeah, I think there's a big, huge insurance building too.
Oh, really? Okay.
That was huge. Off of Goss Falls Road.
Yeah, they when they did the airport, the last airport expansion, the last big airport expansion where they changed the roads around.
Unbelievable.
Right. That was a big deal. That
We
was a
used
big
to go
project.
to Grenier Field to watch the planes land.
Oh, we did
Back
too.
in the day.
We could sit in the parking lot.
Yeah.
There was that part on the Londonderry side where the parking lot was, and you could just sit there and watch planes land
I used to
all day.
love doing that.
Yeah, small planes, big planes, military planes.
Yes. I worked out there as well when
I'm sure
for
you did.
Sanders.
I'm sure you did. Oh,
Sanders
Sanders.
Associates. Yes, I worked in the foundry.
What is now Bay Systems,
Yes.
right? Wow.
Yeah, of course I worked for Sanders.
Yeah, I know. Now, that was a good job back in the day, right? If
It
you
was a
were
good
working
job.
at Sanders.
Absolutely. I managed to screw that one up as well. So,
Right.
you know,
Well, that's okay. That's okay. You're done screwing up jobs.
yes, I am. Since I no longer have to have one.
Right.
Although I do like this job,
This is great.
and it's not a job.
No, it's not. It's just fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. So, so what are you going to do today? You have anything planned? Anything?
Yeah, I got important things to do. I got to head over to my accountant's office. I got to pick up. I have to have a form for the hospital that indicates power of attorney.
Okay.
So I have to have that. I called last week and they made a copy and I got to drop off.
I'm
some
glad
bills.
you're taking over all of my affairs. Thank you for doing that, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
And that's the last of it. I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday. I got an appointment Wednesday, so I'm sure they're just going to go over the surgical procedure.
Sure.
And I got to make sure I ask them questions
Yes.
about the medication, because what we want to do, and Sam and Ben reminded me yesterday, thankfully, that we got to get those prescriptions filled before I come home.
Right. So
'Cause you
they're
gotta
there.
be ready.
So they're there.
Right. I'll probably go low dose, whatever.
Really? Low dose? Well, they don't give pills out like they used to.
No, they don't.
I don't think so. I mean, when I had my appendix, they just gave me a big bowl of Vicodin.
Yeah, really.
Thank.
Yeah, really. Tylenol. Have some
take,
Tylenol.
yeah, take 2 every 4 hours. I was like, are you kidding me? 2? Like, anyway.
Yeah, I got a decent
1.5.
threshold for pain.
I'm a big
Decent.
baby. I'm a big baby with pain. I'm awful with it. You remember my incident over the winter there, and back in February or March, I had to go to the emergency room because I thought I was, my stomach.
Well, you know what you did? You basically listened to your body and you did the right thing.
Yeah, but when they told me, oh, here, just it gave me like some sort of strong antacid or
Yeah,
something.
but you didn't know that.
No, I know, because it really hurt. Because you know what?
Well, I'm sure it
I
did.
think about when I had my appendix. I almost didn't go to the hospital that day, and if I didn't, things would have been worse.
Yeah.
So
Ruptured.
So every time, I had that kind of feeling with my stomach that time, and that's why I went. But now with the Botox, I don't have to worry about anything.
Ever.
Right. I feel like I'm 25 years old, baby.
How long does it stay in your system?
I don't know. Well, it takes like 2 weeks to get to the full effect of it,
okay.
and then it lasts about three months.
Cool.
Right. But it is. It's supposed to help you with your muscles and yeah. I don't know. It's pretty
Okay.
interesting.
It has.
Maybe I'll do some more research on it. I don't know.
I've never done any research on it, but apparently it's pretty good.
Well, women do, and there's a lot of women do it.
Yeah, and
I'm probably the first man you've heard of.
Definitely.
Getting
Botox
Botox
injection? Absolutely. A lot of women do it for the crow's feet.
Right. I had it done there too.
Okay.
That's a lot of work. They doubled up on me. Because I have a lot of frown lines. Because I laugh a lot. I must squint a lot. I think I squint a lot. So, I don't know. But I'm glad I did it. It was fantastic.
And it didn't take long?
No, 15 minutes. Well, I was there a little longer because they were explaining everything to me.
Right.
But they dot up your face, where they're going to go in, and they documented it.
Oh, cool.
They documented it because pretty cool.
Did Abigail go up with you?
Oh, yeah, she did. She did. I think she just went up for the entertainment factor.
Yeah, there was much of that.
Right, of course. Every time I go up there, there's something. Whether
Did Abby get anything done?
Whether it's getting no, she was just my support that day.
Oh, apparently you need.
We did hang out at the lake though for a little while we were waiting for the appointment.
Did you go the Goldenrod to pick up anything?
No, believe it or not, we went to McDonald's over on Hanover Street.
Why?
Because if for some reason I was craving a McDonald's cheeseburger with bacon on it.
Really?
And so
every once in a while that happens.
Right. So we get it. We eat some fries. I had 2 cheeseburgers, a soda, and some fries.
Yike.
And then we're finally, we ate that out in the parking lot at McDonald's. Then we drove out to the lake. And then we took a walk out by the lake. It was after. But I'm like, that's why I don't eat McDonald's, because I feel like this. I feel like, you feel like crap. Because I don't eat that stuff.
It's
I
got
never
so much
do.
preservatives in it. And you know what? Your body was telling you, this is crap-a-rama.
Right. But it's not the same McDonald's that I had when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
No, it
It's a different type of food.
Yeah. I got this weak spot for the Filet-O-Fish.
Right. How can they screw those up?
I don't think they can.
Is there filler in those, or is that all 100% filet of fish?
I hope so. I have it every once in a while. I don't eat them a lot, but every, maybe 6 months.
Every once in a while.
Once in a while. Because I do like them. I prefer them over any burger that they have.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, I don't go, and if I'm going to go to one of those places, if I'm on 2nd Street, I'll do a Wendy's thing, but that gets old too.
Yeah. Guess what? We have the technology. You can cook your own fish and have a nice
Right. Go get
little
yourself a
meal at home.
Delmonico at Mint.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Pretty tasty.
yeah, very tasty. All right, well, we're almost out of here, Darryl.
Ooh.
This one went by kind of fast. I wasn't sure, but it's a lazy Monday. It just tends to get, now, I've done the show here for over 3 years, and in the summer, it definitely gets a little, there's a lot of people slow down.
Right.
They don't have to get, especially, the teachers had to get up today.
Yes, they did.
They have to stay at school all day.
All day.
Wonder what they do. Like, how can you, no, do they have do they have a checklist they have to do?
I don't think so.
Right, because they have custodians, right?
Exactly. I think Ben recounted an interesting story about what they may
Ben's
be
reading
doing.
the paper right now.
I think they may be playing cards.
Oh, okay. Really? Oh, cards.
Yeah,
oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. I'm not sure if it's cards for any monetary gain,
Right.
but it's I think cards.
Well, speaking of cards, you know how they're revamping all these game shows and putting them on at night?
Yeah.
Card Sharks. No, that's a sucky game show. I don't know why they're doing it.
And they got that
I don't think it's great. It's not great. It's not even great TV.
Deal or No Deal.
That's back on. Deal or No Deal? No, you're thinking of Press Your Luck. No whammy, no whammy.
That's it.
Which is an interesting game show, but I don't know.
Kathy used to love to play that at Foxwoods.
Press your luck.
They had it at Foxwoods.
Yeah, and you know, those games are fun, but like, can you imagine being on that real show back? Because I remember staying home from school and watching Press Your Luck on TV.
Really? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Oh, it's good.
I've seen the slot machine.
It's really a no whammy, no whammy. Stop. It was great. And if you landed on a whammy, you'd lose all your money. And you'd have to wait, you know, you'd have to.
They kick you off the show?
Oh yeah, they'll kick you off the show. Is right. There were always three contestants. Oh yeah. Did you watch the Joker's Wild when you were younger?
No.
No game shows for you. You weren't a game show guy.
Not a game show guy. I had work to do.
Right. But if you were staying home all day, like say you had to, you know, you were sick or something, you wouldn't turn on the Joker's Wild?
No.
Tic-tac-doe?
Tic-tac-doe.
Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Right. That was a weird one. Kind of a weird one. Used to be on at 7:30 on Channel 9 for years.
How you know that is beyond me.
Right.
You may have watched it.
Yeah, beat the dragon at the end. Like you keep picking things and then you don't want to hit that dragon. You're going to lose the bonus round.
Yes.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. It's Monday. Say goodbye to everyone in our Facebook Live room. Thank you so much.